It's on all the cars here.
Okay.
That was part of the reason.
I mean, you're confident it's going to work.
Yes, absolutely. Well, yes, absolutely. Again, we have a very thorough vetting process to everything we do. The cause and effect piece, we wouldn't put it on a car if we weren't confident that it would do what it's designed to do.
What did Scott, or I don't know who else tested it, say in terms of vision, just something you have to kind of get adapted to once you're out there?
Yeah, basically it didn't bother it.
Okay.
So again, if you look at like a halo, right, it's actually thinner than a halo. So if you look at the stem of a halo, it's a little thicker. So that was an initial reference point per se. So this is narrower than that. So again, it'll take a little getting used to, but I don't think they'll, you know, their second time out, they'll be fine. They won't even notice it's there.
Today's going to be real busy, lots of cars on the track. You know, there's been times when we've come to the open test and have had 18 cars here. I think you got what, about 29? You know, your thoughts on today, how important today will be for the teams?
Well, it's very important. Obviously, it's the first day of the month, you know, not into the month, but it's a good shakedown day. Again, you know, there's something here that's different on the cars that wasn't on the cars last year they'll sort through. We got a lot of refreshers and rookies here today, too, that we're excited to have. So anytime we're on the track, it's an important day, right? To learn something.
Probably 37 cars are going to be entered. You got to feel real pleased about that.
Yeah, you know, we talked about this earlier this year. In St. Pete 2 years ago, we had 8 teams of 21 cars. This year we had 12 teams of 24 cars. So that here is just the next evolution of that. You know, we're growing. We're pleased with where we're at. And you know, we should have. If you look at last year, having 35 cars here, you know, we're confident we'll have more than that. So again, that just shows the growth is continuing. So.
Your expectations? I know you tested a new tire here, I think in October.
Yes.
There was a new sealant put on there. There's a bunch of new things going on.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting to, you know, it's the first time you're going to have 29 cars with all that newness, I guess.
Yeah. So remember we tested here twice last fall,
Yeah.
right? Once with 2 cars and once with 6 cars. Firestone did a phenomenal job with the tire. We're really pleased with the outcome, and we're excited to see what happens with that. Dino and Bill did a great job with. There's some different parts and pieces that are on the car too. There's the 3 wickers on the rear wing. There's a notch on the front wing. So there's some different things we've got with the car. We provided the teams some different tools, you know, to make adjustments to it. And then Firestone's brought a great tire back. So yeah, we're excited to see what's going to happen.
You anticipate, and again, this is not to suggest that last year's race wasn't good, but improved racing, better racing than what we saw at Indy last year.
Well, again, I think last year we passed a huge test. It was the hottest 500 we've had in. It was hot, right, last year.
Yeah.
So new car, very extreme circumstances. We all thought the car did a phenomenal job. Now we come back as a race team. You want to have more tools. We provided the teams more tools. Firestone has provided a great tire coming back. So yeah, we're excited.
You said Scott worked on this with the simulator.